see if it works.
Okay.
It should be working. Let me check my phone. All right, there we go. I think. Are you there, Betty?
Yes, I am. I was just reading it. My thing says meeting is now streaming live on Facebook.
Okay.
So it's telling me
Okay. We
that
actually are doing this. It is actually working.
okay, so you're doing what you said you were going to do. So
Yes, someday I'll be better at the technology piece of this, but until then we just punt. So everybody, hi friends, happy health habits at world out there. People who don't know me, I'm Amy Michelle Wilcoxon. I am a lifelong lifestyle transformation specialist, a retired doctor of chiropractic and health and wellness practitioner. And I am working virtually with this wonderful woman, Betty, Grandma Betty,
yes,
and
thank you.
she is in. I've been working with her to bring hope for wholeness back to her life. I love helping people, with their health and restore hope and happiness. Right, Betty?
Yes,
And
absolutely.
her doctor of chiropractic introduced her to the lifelong lifestyle transformations work that we've been doing. And she said, yes, I'm in. And this was a year ago, right, Betty? So
Yes, year June. Yep.
Betty's gonna I want you to just tell you friends out there, what was life like a year ago for you, and why, what was life like a year ago, and why were you attracted to, well, just start with that. What was it like a year ago?
Well, a year ago, I was quite heavy. I was 200, 200, no, 140 pounds, no, 100, 240 pounds. And I just, I felt terrible. But, the knee hurt, the back hurt, I had a terrible taste in my mouth.
Mhm.
Just things weren't working. And I had been
A lot of
with
health
Dr.
problems too, right?
Yes, yes. And heart, thyroid,
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't accept them. I say I think of myself as 19, young and beautiful, and so I don't accept all these old lady health
All
problems.
kinds of medications and
Yeah,
problems,
yeah,
right?
and stuff like that. And I have been going to Dr. Michelle for a long time, my chiropractor, and she has been wonderful. She's taken care of me through all kinds of operations. I've had severe back operations, I've
Yeah.
had knee, and she brought me through that. So when she kind of talked about it, we would talk weight and yeah, yeah, but she didn't push me. She just presented it. And that's kind of what I need. Let something ferment in here.
Yes,
It
right,
has
right.
to,
She brought up the idea of lifestyle changes, and you were
yes.
a little resistant, right?
Well, not so much of what she said. I agreed with what she said.
Right,
The
but you didn't know
resistance
how.
was what did I fault the follow through. The follow
Right,
through is
right.
not it.
You didn't trust yourself to do it.
Yeah. And one day she kind of mentioned it and I said, "What is that about anyway?" And she told me, I said, "Okay, just sign me up. I'll order me some food." And she said, "Well, don't you want to think about it?" I said, "If I think about it, I'll come back and it won't be done. Do it now, please." And she did. And that's when I got started. I would have started a week earlier, but I had a wedding to
So
go to.
what attracted you about the lifestyle system? Because you said you ordered some tools to eat, some food items to
Yeah.
support your to support your nutrient dense, right?
Yeah.
Portion controlled, no brainer for dummies, new way of eating every 2 to 3 hours, right? That was
Yeah.
attractive to you because it was literally no brainer for dummies, right?
Every 3 hours was not attractive to me because I'm I'm a compulsive overeater. So
Yeah,
if you put something in your mouth, then you want to keep eating. So it's like,
yeah,
how can I? If I eat at 3 hours, I'm going to be eating
yeah,
24 hours, and
yeah.
that part wasn't. But I didn't. I wasn't sure. I didn't realize that part. I just knew that all I have to do is open something. It'll be ready for me.
Wh-
If I don't
Betty,
have to
what
think.
attracted you most? The structure, the strategy, the sustainability, the safety, the simplicity. You know, the books, the community, what was the thing that really made the, like, oh,
None of that. I trusted Dr. Amy. She said, not Dr. Amy, I
Dr.
trusted Dr.
Michelle,
Michelle, that she said, this has worked for me. Okay, that's it. I'll do it. And
got
that's
it.
what
You
I did.
trust 100%.
I just, yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
I
She's
gotta
been for
make the
me for
changes.
years. She has been for me for years. She's never steered me wrong. She stood by me thick and thin. She said it, I believed it, and I trusted her. And it
Awesome.
came, and she never lied to me. In this
Yeah.
past year, I've not caught her in one single lie on the program.
Well,
Not,
now you have those four components, right? You have the coaching, you have the
yes,
structure, you have the game, the playbook, and the play to
yes,
run, right? With the,
yes.
and you have the team, the community,
The
the team,
teamwork, the
and
community, yes,
and then you have the
absolutely.
play out on the playing field. So how is this all, like the daily play, right? So how is this all work together for you in your life? What's happening, what did you learn in that process as you put that all the plays out on the playbook? What did you learn?
The
And
probably the best thing that I have learned is, uh, one, which is my word I chose, was moderation and follow through. And this has helped me stay on path. It's not about the food, it's about the lifestyle. It has kept me on path so that, yes, I am eating my meals at a regular time, not just stuffing my face.
keeping your
I'm
budget.
exercising at a regular time. What helped me a month ago was to say, I will brush my teeth at 8:30 every night. And so at 8:15 to 8, and now it's like all of a sudden, that's not a magic time, but all of a sudden, no matter what I'm doing, it's, oh, it's about 8 o'clock.
There's just
I
a
better
little
think
habit,
about doing it's
right?
become,
Just a
and
little habit that's now second nature, right? It's just
absolutely.
do it.
And
Yeah,
that, and I'm an insomniac, but I'm not so much anymore. Now I usually can get 2 or 3 hours of sleep a night
you're sleeping.
because I have little habits that I can do, that I'm doing. I love that. I am follow through. I've made I do a 10-minute, uh 10-minute tidy, because
Mhm.
my thing is I can't do anything unless I do the whole thing perfectly.
So you're
I
learning
don't do
moderation.
that.
You're learning to follow through every day with a little
Just a
consistency.
little bit. Come in, look at your computer, delete 5 things off of it, or however many, but do a 10-minute thing. 10 minutes, okay, I'm done, and move on to something else.
And
And
consistently every day. That's making the difference. Learning
and
how
so
to.
a little bit in every room will get done in just 10 minutes. Now, I would never have believed that in my whole life. I never would have
Yeah.
believed that.
And that's
Because
that's the learning piece of the play, like how to install a healthy habit one little step at a time until it
yes,
becomes second nature, right?
exactly.
You're doing brilliantly, brilliantly. So
Yeah.
what would tell in so we're not on for a half an hour here. Just what has been the best takeaway in a year? What's been the best physical transformation, mental, emotional
Okay.
transformation?
I've lost 70 pounds, so that was very good, but that's not the main focus. The main focus is quality of life is so much better. My quality of life, that when I get up every day, I I have a purpose. I'm doing things. I get things done. Not a lot, but I get a little bit done. And so because of that, all of a sudden physically I'm better. Now I'm starting to do some exercise. I'm building up my exercises. For July, my thing was for my shoulder, to get
Yes.
the movement back in my shoulder. I said I will do 12 minutes. So in June, I started building up from 10 to 11. On July 1st, I started 12 minutes. Well, when July was half over, I was up to 13, 14. Now I'm doing 15 minutes. And yesterday I did 18 minutes on that shoulder thing.
Oh, the
I
shoulder
could never have done that because the 10 minutes just about killed me. It's like, oh
That's
my gosh.
fantastic. That is fantastic.
And
So, oh, that's fantastic. Just
so,
just, and so you're describing the concept of win the day, right?
Well, I
Win
like
the
that.
day,
I like that. Win the day.
win
Win
the
the
day,
day.
win this one little thing today, and tomorrow win it again, and 1% better, Betty. And
Yes.
you're blowing your own goal away, right?
Yes, and just and it's easy. It's not painful. It's not painful. You're doing, and I've added in some arm weights
Mhm.
for to get back some of that. I've added in after, so I mix up my food for the next day. Well, now I've added in. I've stopped, and as I'm there, I'm right there by my food, and I'm picking it out for tomorrow's meals. Why not just pull out Habits of Health and read a little bit there? So I read
Oh,
a little bit out of each book, or I write a little bit. I try to touch on, or maybe something that you've sent me over the phone. Listen to that. Try to
plan,
do something. If
planning,
it,
prepping, learning, growing,
Mhm.
committed to
Yeah.
that. That is brilliant. That's
So I'm really excited about it. It's and when you're down and low, this group is there. I can always text you or text my Dr. Michelle. She's just wonderful and
Mhm.
gets back to me.
It's like phone home, phone home. Remember the
Yeah,
TV?
yes,
Phone
exactly,
home. Do
exactly.
you, and you phone home when you need help, and I love
Yes,
that
I
about
do. I
you. And
do.
and so on a scale of 1 to 10, what's the quality of your life in improvement in a year? What would you say the quality of your life
Oh,
is?
the has got to be up to 9 or 10. Is it perfect? No, I would say the quality from then to now would
Is
be a big 10.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
am
But
I
then you
saying
have,
is this 10 what it's going to be in a week's time?
right.
No, because I'm
No,
going to
but
grow
now,
more.
right, we're in the second half of the year. So what's it going to take you to get to a 10 at the end of the year, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And
So,
that's
mhm,
and that is one thing Dr. Michelle gave me that really, she said, how are you going to reward yourself if
mhm.
you make a goal? So I said, okay, I want to get to 165. She said, how are you going to reward yourself? And I've been stumped for 2 weeks now. I don't reward myself. Oh, why? Because I never deserved a reward. Now I have to think about, I do deserve a reward. What do I want for a reward? Can I take a trip with my sewing group? So
I
now I
think
have
you
to
can.
think of this. This
I
is
think
what
you can.
I have to
Absolutely.
think of this. And it's like, I, this is foreign to me to reward myself.
So,
I've never felt worthy of being rewarded. And now I do. Now I think, yeah, I deserve a reward.
hey, quality of life is fantabulous, right? And what I'm
Yes.
hearing is restoring dignity, restoring
Ooh,
self-respect,
dignity. Dignity.
restoring
Yeah.
self-respect and dignity to yourself, because you deserve to take care of you.
Yeah.
You deserve to take self-care. You deserve to have a reward for your efforts and being worthy, right? So
Yes.
respecting
Yes.
worthiness. And that's what it's all about. And do you think in another year or two this might actually add years to your life, like
Oh, yeah.
quality and quantity of life? What do you
Oh,
think?
yes, I do. I really do because I feel so much better. I'm getting around more. I'm uh uh oh yes, just it's the heart problems are lessening. Everything is.
Your medical problems are getting
Yeah, and so my doctor, I just got
diminishing.
a call from the doctor that she has put me on a prescription, but she wants me in there in 2 months, which I already made the appointment in 2 months so that she can check and see if we can start removing some of this stuff. So I'm looking forward,
So
even to cut it in half. I don't care. I don't mind. I'll cut pills in half if I have to,
and you're
and
already
we'll
seeing
work it
progress
down.
in those
Yep.
things. And yeah,
Yep.
so you know what, it just goes to show that the habits of disease produce disease, habits of health produce health, and
Exactly.
you are in process, and committing yourself to that. That process is just bravo, standing ovation,
Yeah.
because the power is not in the pills, right? The power is
Mhm.
in the purpose of
Yeah.
your life and the
Yeah.
plan of your life and fulfilling on that. And
And
how
in the last week or the last 2, 3, 4 weeks, last 4 weeks, I've started to do stairs. I've gone downstairs, and I've gone down the stairs, and I've come up, and I've done that in the last 4 weeks. I've done that 4 times.
and tell
And
them
I
how long have you been
without
doing
years,
that?
it's been several years since I went up and down those stairs. Yeah.
Several years since she went up
Yes.
and down her stairs in her
Yep.
own home.
Yep.
So, hey, you are a true testimony. Thank you for your courage and your bravery today, for sharing and caring,
Oh,
caring, putting your heart
yes.
out there and caring to tell your story so that someone else might have hope and they might have help and happiness and right
Yeah.
and wholeness. So
Yes.
that's what we
Yep.
want for everybody. And if that's what people want, they need to get in touch with us, right, Betty?
Yes, yes, and
So,
this is not a diet. You're not gonna die on this one
nope,
because you're not you improve. It's a way of life.
you're
And
gonna
even my
live.
husband tells people, "She's not on a diet, she's on a way of life."
She's
She
gonna
does.
live it.
Yes, and
Yes, we're
so
living this and you're
yes,
doing
we
it.
are.
I'm so proud of you. I cannot stand it. I'm jumping through the Zoom right now, giving you a big hug and you are
Thank
living it
you.
and and how old are you, Betty?
I'm 77. So
77. So
I'll
no,
be
longer.
78 December 7th. December 7th.
If Grandma Betty can do this, anybody can do this,
Yes,
right?
you can.
Amen.
Exactly.
Amen. Well, thank you for
Amen.
being a light in the world to share hope and health with other people and happiness.
Thank
And
you for asking me. Thank you
you're
for
welcome. Your story makes a difference. You have a purpose in this world, and that's going to be to bring this kind of joy to other people. So thank you so much, and I look forward to telling your story again in another 6 months.
yes,
See how we're doing.
and I'll see you Saturday on our
See you
walk.
Saturday. Yes, Saturday on the walk. We're going to do a virtual walk. If anybody wants to come, we're going to meet some people in person, and we're going to have other people meeting on Zoom, and we're going to do a fun
Mhm.
walk with purpose for
Yes.
wellness. So I'll put the links out in the chat. Thank you for mentioning that. I'll put the links in the comments today, so anybody
Okay,
can
good.
join us. All
Just
right.
to invite all to come. Come along.
Yeah, if you want to talk to Grandma Betty, you get hop on the Zoom. I'll put it in the
I
comments.
didn't even think of that.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
yeah. All right, we'll talk soon. Love you, honey.
okay. Bye-bye. Thank
Take care.
you.
Have a great day. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. All right.